Hey everyone, this Millennial Investor here with my December update on my stock portfolio using Robinhood. And a quick recap, last month I was at $24,585. This past month I've only contributed about $150 to my Robinhood account, but I'm currently looking at $25,074. So an increase of roughly 400 or so dollars. It's been fairly good this past month, so this is my 1 day recap. Just down $61 for the day. Over the past week, down 255, but if we take an overall look of the past month, up 576, and then if we take a 3 month snapshot, we're definitely seeing some recovery over there. So in terms of what's doing well, what's not doing well, let's go ahead and change to a total percentage. And you'll see that a couple of my REITs are kind of a little bit in the negative, but I've purchased a few additional shares and I'm going to probably purchase a few more to try to dollar cost average that and hopefully uh, pick up on those savings once they do recover. So just a little bit down on those sides. Some of them, however, SBR, up a lot, but unfortunately I only own 2 shares of that. Verizon's been doing really well, up 21%, which is really high. Of course, only 4 shares in that. And another great company is AT&T, so they're up to 4.7%, whereas Kohl's is down to only about 4% gain. Although they did have a dividend this past month, or I believe it's coming up. So, yeah. This one's down quite a bit. HGT. If I click on that, it used to be around $1.60, $1.70. They've kind of declined a lot, but luckily the share price is fairly low, so I'm just kind of monitoring this one for now, not really contributing any more to see what that does. In terms of some other things, though, General Mills up 9.46%. This company's grown a lot this past month, so you can kind of see this 11% growth. So a lot took me out of the negative, put me in the positive, and this company's doing fairly strong right now. Disney also, they were up a little bit more than just 2% for the month, so I've got 2.77%. It's been a little fluctuating, but they've been up, I want to say close to 10% at a certain point this month. So they've definitely grown. Purchasing Fox is definitely going to help their assets, and they got a couple of the largest releases coming out, Star Wars, which did come out, and the Avengers, and I'm sure those are going to break a number of records. Okay. So, other than that, Intel still hovering above 34%. Medtronic's in the positive. Dunkin' Donuts has been killing it, but of course, if it's killing it, I probably only own a few shares of it. And Pepsi's doing really well as well. So, Chesapeake and AMD kind of still hovering in those negative numbers, no recovery. This is just some random 60-cent share that I purchased. So, it's just a single share, but it's down, so penny stocks don't do them. And then Lending Club for the month. So I purchased Lending Club, and this past month it's kind of just declined a little bit. So yeah, I haven't purchased a lot, only $86 worth, but the platform was doing fairly well last month, so I decided to purchase some shares. Other than that, I believe I've added Nvidia to my portfolio. I got 4 shares of that. I added 2 shares of Microsoft, and because of all this Bitcoin craze, I've kind of been purchasing on and off this company called ARKW, which invests in a number of things, but one of the things they invest in are Bitcoin, and I just kind of purchase some shares, sell some shares, so it's kind of been up and down for a little bit. I believe they're down right now, and I'm down 5%, but I believe I made 5%, so it's kind of like canceled out by this point. The one thing you might notice that I don't have here is General Electric. I decided to depart with my General Electric shares because I felt like the company was going to remain stagnant for at least a bit longer, and that it was time for me to move on and reinvest those monies into other shares. So, that's pretty much what I did. In terms of dividends for the month, I have a lot of high paying ones coming out real soon. So I have Disney with $36. Kohl's just came out with $14 and a couple others. Glad's up $7.98 and so on and so forth. So dividends are still good, and I still enjoy investing in dividend stocks because you get to keep your money in them and they make a little money here and there. So you can just kind of see all the dividends for the month of December, and there are quite a few. So definitely, probably more dividends this month than any other month so far. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of keep things where they're at. I don't know if I'm gonna be contributing a lot of money into the stock market as of right now, as I'm gonna be focusing on some other investments. But I'll definitely keep the money I have in the stock market, and just kind of play around with it. Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, this is Millennial Investor signing out. Peace.